All right, so thank you so much for being here this evening. We're talking about basil tonight. This is our A to Z series in our little weekly webinars that we're doing on Sunday nights. So basil is known as the oil of renewal, and I'm going to read you what I have out of the emotions book, Essential Oil and Emotions. So it says the symptoms of adrenal exhaustion help identify the main moods that are treated with basil, primarily overwhelm, fatigue, low energy, and the inability to cope with life's stressors. The smell of basil oil brings strength to the heart and relaxation to the mind. This oil is also excellent for states of nervousness, anxiety, and depression. Basil oil supports those who are under a great deal of mental strain. I need that some days. I'm sure you guys do too. It brings rejuvenation of vital forces after long periods of burnout and exhaustion. Basil oil may strengthen the adrenals and restore the body to its natural rhythms of sleep, activity, and rest. It says basil oil is also helpful for addiction recovery. It gives hope and optimism to the tired soul. Basil may assist an individual in giving up false stimulants or other substance-related addictions. By increasing one's natural energy, it supports individuals to achieve greater balance and health. So in short, basil is indicated for those who are weary in mind and body and for those in need of strength and renewal. So the emotions addressed are anxious, weary, overwhelmed, tired, drained, exhausted, and addicted. And that's out of the Essential Oil and Emotions book. All right. I'm going to share my screen real quick so we can look at a nice little graphic that doTERRA puts out. So there it is. So obviously basil comes from the plant leaf, and you can, same thing like with the peppermint leaf, you can take the leaf and crush it and then you can smell the basil oil. It's sourced from the US, pretty much all over the US. On here it says they steam distill it. The aromatic description is warm, spicy, and herbal. The key benefits are that it promotes mental alertness and lessens anxious feelings. It may help ease monthly feminine discomfort. Acts as a cooling agent for the skin, and you can add it to your favorite dishes such as pasta sauce or beef marinades. If you use the basil essential oil instead of your dried basil, the recommendation is 1 teaspoon of the dried equals 1 drop out of a bottle of the oil. It can be used aromatically, topically, and internally, and you can use it neat. Again, I just always recommend diluting it because one of the things that I read says it can actually be a little sensitive to your skin. So just add a little bit of carrier oil when you use it topically. It'd be great. And I thought that was really interesting from the doTERRA blog. It says when watering your garden, if you combine basil essential oil and water, it will improve plant growth and protect against environmental threats. So probably going to try that in my garden. Always look for new ways to keep the bugs out of the garden. And that's probably nice. So other things on my notes, it soothes sore muscles and joints, promotes mental alertness and lessens anxiety, blends well with lime and peppermint, marjoram, bergamot, whitebird, geranium, cypress, lemongrass, and wintergreen. I honestly don't think I've ever used it in the diffuser, but I'm going to have to blend a couple things together and try it. Can be used to spray around your doors to deter flies and insects. You can diffuse to sharpen focus while you are studying or reading. Let's see. It says promotes hair and scalp health. And I know it's really good for oily scalp. It's supposed to kind of inhibit the production of sebum. So if you mix a little drop or two in with maybe your shampoo or your conditioner, massage it around and rinse it out. Oh, and it's also great for if you have any ear pain at all. You could put a little drop and massage it on the front of your ear, around the back, and then on your earlobe. You could also do the thing where you put a drop of the oil on a cotton ball and just rest it in your ear. Don't push it in, just rest it. Little kids, you're going to want to dilute it even more. So if you had, I guess that doesn't come in a touch roller, does it? But if you make a roller bottle out of it and you put 1 or 2 drops in a 10 milliliter roller bottle and then fill the rest up with carrier oil, affectionately coconut oil, you could just massage it a little bit and then rub it in. Nice to have on hand. Should it? All right. Good to relieve muscle spasms. For if you have any head tension, you can diffuse or you can massage it on your temples or on the base of your neck. It is found in our past tense blend, aroma touch blend, and motivate, which I am using motivate right now, and that is like my perfume. I use that probably 3 times a day, and I put it on the inside of my wrist, and I put a little dab here, and then I do a little swipe over my heart, and it just smells so good. I don't know if it's basil or what, but it smells good. So, I think I went through everything on my notes here. And I'm looking in the Essential Life book there. That's the page on there. This one says it blends well with lime, peppermint, and bergamot. And for safety on this, it says dilution is recommended. There's possible skin sensitivity. You want to use it with caution during pregnancy or if you have epilepsy. So it can act as a relaxant if you use too much at one time, and that's why you use it then. It's good to put on any sort of insect bite that you might get to get some relief. A couple things here. I have to say them quietly, and I don't know how to say them quietly, so I'm not sure how to mention that. There's a couple of things, but most of the stuff we talked about with earaches and head tension, mental fatigue, nausea and cramping. So that time of the month would be a great place to use it. Muscle spasms. Good for emotional balance too. So you could use it with that and maybe some balance or some serenity in a roller bottle and put that on your pulse points and use that throughout the day. So, Alaya, did I miss anything that's in your notes?
Am I unmuted?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
didn't know if I was or not. I have that it's good support for breastfeeding moms to help
very cool. Okay.
increase, I don't know exactly.
I know there's
supposed to help increase milk production or keep it stable.
And I think you mix it with the carrier oil and you massage it on your breast, but not on the nipple area. So it's just kind of.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think that's about it. You covered everything else.
Okay. Yeah. Susan?
I have a recipe for dry shampoo.
Ooh, okay. What's that?
So it's just you mix a couple drops of basil with arrowroot powder. And I think you just sprinkle it on the oily spots and either brush it through or just rub it in. Because it'll help absorb the oil.
That's true. So if you didn't want to wash your hair that day, you could just kind of do some of that, right?
Yeah.
Would you brush it through, or would you like do it on and kind of massage it and then kind of do one of these to get most of it out?
I think it depends on if you have curly or straight hair.
Oh, that's true. That's my hair, so that wouldn't work for me.
Yeah. I feel like you could brush it through if you had straight hair, but if you had curly hair, you'd want to rub it in and just shake it out.
Very cool. Okay.
Yeah.
And
then, I have one more. I have a diffuser blend.
Oh, okay.
So cinnamon bark, basil, and lime apparently smells really, really good together.
Equal amounts? Do you know?
I would assume so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try that.
But yeah, that's all I have.
Have you used it at all? Have you used it?
I have not. I don't have any yet. But I bet it smells delicious.
It does smell really good. I forgot to get it out.
Sniff it.
It smells like basil leaves.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's very like smooth. It's not sharp or anything like that.
Mm-mm.
It's a very,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, my girls.
It's nice. It's nice to have it because we don't always have fresh basil available.
I'm sorry.
So we don't always have fresh basil available.
That's
So
true.
it's nice to have that.
Yep.
That's true. That's true.
Well, I'm going to try the adrenal fatigue and see how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out of curiosity.
All right. Well, I am going to go ahead and stop the recording. And I want to say thank you very much for being here. And if you're watching the video on Facebook and you've used basil in a different way that perhaps we didn't mention, please go ahead and put it in the comments. We'll learn some more about it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Sunday night. And next Sunday night is bergamot that we'll talk about. So, all right. Have a great week. Bye. I'm going to smile stupidly the whole time. Stop my share first. There we go. Bye-bye now.